If you travel to find happiness, then visiting the pearls of this beautiful coastline is a true introduction to happiness. Happiness spreads before you as you enter the northeast coast and Guanyinshan area. Guanyinshan has all kinds of eco-trails, and walking along them fills you with invigorating forest phytoncides and brings all the green beauty of the mountain in your view. In this richly endowed heavenly habitat, birds of all colors dance and flit through the air, inviting visitors to their enchanting home. Some twittering, some quiet, together singing nature's concert. New life is constantly being born here, offering surprises around every corner. Here you can get close to charming resident birds. And every April and May, from the hawk watching platform, you can see an entirely different avian world and discover a new facet of this natural fairyland. Dancing butterflies also take this area as their stage, fluttering about on their gorgeous wings like forest fairies come to sport among the flowers and sing to mankind the beauty of life. These elegant dancers resonate with something else that adds color to the land. The cherries that paint Sanger in pink every February and March after the chill winds of early spring have passed. Cherry blossoms blanket the mountains in soft beauty, announcing new life for all creatures and creating an otherworldly wonderland. Rising along the contours of the mountainside is a man-made marvel that brings sighs of admiration. Rows of terraced fields stepping up the slope. Nestled in the bosom of the mountains, they form a rare scene of beautiful curves, a masterpiece of the interaction of man with the land. Now cast your eyes on the swampland, where waterfowl are bathing in the sunlight. Some quickly, some slowly, all enchantingly. So forget the cares of life. See the world in a grain of sand, heaven in a wildflower. The precious ecologies of the North Coast and Guanyinshan give new meaning to the significance of life. So open your senses and give yourself to nature. Look and listen, breathe and feel, and beauty will appear all around you, filling your heart with joy. That little spot you hardly noticed will leave you a store of happy memories. This is Balian Stream, flowing through the history of Sanger, nourishing the land and cultivating a constant flow of life. Walk the eco trail here today, and you can feel the power of the Creator. When you see an egret soaring into the sky, you will not envy the Shangri-La described in the novel, because you are yourself in Shangri-La. This azure coast is a song of praise sung by nature. Hear the rolling waves that lap against the rocks, and the flowers that bloom in such profusion. All speak of nature's ardent love for mankind. The expansive scenery along the north coast is a gift of nature, a unique legacy. The working of waves and northeasterly monsoons over the millennia, and the careful sculpting of wind and water have produced a geology of artful andesite with countless permutations of Wincanter rock. This vast expanse between earth and sky is a veritable museum of nature's masterpieces, where everything you see is a work of art. The Yelio Geopark is covered with wondrous works of nature's art. The Queen's Head watches regally over the landscape, summoning all to experience her stately realm, this priceless creation of time and space, and pledging her eternal fidelity. Standing beside Jilo, Heping Island vividly witnesses the tides of history. The cracks worn in rock over the years present a spectrum of the passing millennia. The brilliant rays of the dawning sun cast the endless variety of rock patterns in sharp relief. At this spot illuminated by the rising sun, we begin our thrilling tour of the Geelong coast. You wander between mountains and sea, from the world of man to the world of nature, on an enchanting tour you wish would never end. This place, Heping Island, is where Westerners first set foot on this coast. And the footprints left here today speak of times that are passing from memory. Fanza Cave is said to be the last trace left by the Dutch before they departed in 1668. Dutch inscriptions that once decorated the cave have been weathered away by the sea winds. Today, very few come to read this mysterious text. The Spanish came here even earlier and spent 10 years building Fort San Salvador to provide defense and mark the strategic position of Geelong. Nor are the traces of time missing from the Laume coast at Sherman. The green reef that appears here in April and May is a gem-like sight that never fails to catch the eye. The northeasterly monsoons caress the shore with gentle waves and moisten the rocks, helping algae grow into a beautiful landscape. This is the gift of nature, reminding us that happiness is not something we enjoy by right, but something that we must treasure. In Jinbaoli, you are immersed in the bounty of nature. In Shertoshan Park, stretching into the sea, you can climb to the top and inscribe this beautiful coastline onto your memory. The twin candlesticks rise from the sea before you, predicting your meeting with a timeless love. Juming's Taiji sculpture embodies the spirit of mountain and sea, illustrating the unity of heaven and mankind. The contrast of softness and hardness arouses inner spirituality. At Dharmadrum Mountain, you forget your worldly cares. Brown, gray, and white mix in harmony, reinforcing the tranquil nature of this scenic area and embodying the eternal zen of existence with nature. Happiness is really such a simple thing. In the constantly changing landscape of man, a happy encounter is no less than a miracle. The turning water wheel in Sanger's Millwheel Park numbers out the junctures of time and space and makes a pledge of eternal love. The water wheel has powered farming at Sanger, sending an endless flow of water to every corner of every field. From time immemorial, bringing prosperity. Yuanxing House, in the midst of poetic farmlands, is the old home of former President Li Denghui. This southern Fujian courtyard house preserves generations of memories and affections. Lovers hand in hand. Who could ask for more? At Lover's Lake on Mount Dawulon, shimmering water from 6 streams creates a fascinating story. This mountain lake, with pools of different sizes, lying side by side, gives meaning to the name Lover's Lake. Legend says that 2 lovers walking hand in hand over the suspension bridge will bring mutual happiness in marriage. This is a scene for the whole family to enjoy. Here, happiness can be a verb. From Mount Waimu to Dawulon, the shore stretches about 4 kilometers. The name Lake Coastal Boulevard tells it all. The road is sandwiched between green hills and azure sea. The beautiful and ever-changing coastline is spotted with unique local villages and exotic restaurants that will soothe your weary body and soul. The clear waters of Guanyinshan Fishing Harbor make this the perfect place to sport with the water. The colorful scenes along Lake Coastal Boulevard are especially entrancing in summer and fall. Boys and girls play on the pure, clean beach, writing stories of their own youthful love against a background of sunlight and breezes. If you haven't traveled enough and don't want to stop here, then when the sun rises, you can ride your bicycle onto the west, onto Wanli and Yelio. Riding with the wind, the coastal scenery will intoxicate you as you pedal out an island etude of your own. On the broad boulevard following the coastline, the distant shore draws you on, whether you're walking or jogging, or using 2 wheels instead of feet. Fugui Cape, at Taiwan's northernmost point, is a good place to continue your travel on foot. With the infinite vitality of the blue sky, you can come with your best friends and join the innovative 1,000 Hiker Walk. You'll feel the energy of the landscape and the protective power of this symbol of the spirit. When happiness is built on the cornerstone of nature, mankind will be filled with happiness. The North Coast and Guanyinshan are uniquely blessed by nature, combining traditional heritage with modern fashion to offer up an incomparable feast of local allure. A world in the hand, famous far and wide. This is the Li Tianlu Hand Puppet Museum, filled with elegant treasures and performances that arouse the deepest affections of Taiwan's people. As you manipulate the puppets, each with its distinct character, you hold all of the joy, anger, grief, and happiness in your hand. Firecrackers portend peace and raise the curtain on a big religious festival on the North Coast. During Mazu's procession in Jinshan and homecoming in Yelio, her divine palanquin is preceded by folk arts performers as she passes through communities on the North Coast, spreading visions of a safe and happy life. At the time of the Lantern Festival, Yelio Fishing Harbor beside the sea has been cleansed by the harbor purification ritual for 200 years. The gods are invited onto board and, protected by the fishing fleet, patrol the sea and sweep misfortune away, protecting the populace and guaranteeing fishermen a safe return with a full catch. At the end of the divine procession comes the climax of this ritual. Strong young men carrying the chairs of the gods plunge unhesitating into Yelio Harbor, showing their reverence and respect for the deities. This is how young people, through the generations, pass on the spirit of their ancestors and protect their land. When summer brings fresh breezes to this beautiful North Coast, listen to the wind, the waves, the music, and hear the inspiring sounds of happiness. Take sea and sky as your curtain, sun and moon as your lighting, and make the beach into your romantic concert hall. Listen to music of the ocean on the north coast, from classic to pop. And in the willful embrace of nature, enjoy the poetic duo of wave and song. On a bright autumn day, the skies over the north coast become a canvas painted with kites of all colors. The Sherman International Kite Festival attracts enthusiasts from all over the world to raise their dreams into the sky, soaring far, soaring near, like playful children chasing each other happily through the air, bringing back memories of our own innocent childhood. In this paradise, you can recover your lost passions. Love is a mutual commitment. Of all the millions of people, meeting the one and only is good luck, a miracle. The Sherman Wedding Plaza witnesses, in pure white, your eternal troth. This is no short-lived encounter, but a lifelong connection. It records the most dazzling moments of the betrothed, and with the blessings of heaven and earth, implants happy memories to take away, and keep nurturing through all the years to come. We travel to meet with happiness. With its rich treasures, natural and man-made, the North Coast brings happy surprises at every turn, helping you welcome happiness with open arms. When you string together the pearls you find scattered along this golden coast, when you feel deeply every moment the beauty you see, both concrete and formless, the radiance in your eyes will illuminate your life. Mountains and sea sing eternal praises to love in the North Coast and Guanyinshan National Scenic Area.